conference events.
I'm having trouble talking to him too.
I can hear them.
Yeah, that's the same way.
Yeah.
Hey, Sharp, you got me? Because we're cutting it. I'm cutting in and out. Sharp. I think it's the rain. It's just doing the same thing to mine.
Up! Turn it out, step up. Just up on the ground. Step. Look forward. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go. Get on it! Get in behind it, get in behind it! Easy, Cody, release it, got one on it.
Okay.
Welcome to the Eaks Athletic Complex on the campus of Campbell University. And we are in the finals of the Atlantic Sun Championship. The number 1 seed Campbell University is battling the number 2 seed Jacksonville Dolphins. We apologize for some technical difficulties early on, but we are only about 2 minutes into this game. And the Camels on Thursday night got here by defeating the Belmont Bruins 7-1, and the Jacksonville Dolphins also on Thursday defeated Lipscomb in penalty kicks, as Josue Soto takes the free kick for the Camels, and it is saved by Sanchez. Ryan Dunn here. Alongside me is Matt Leitner. Thanks for watching A-Sun TV.
Ryan, we had a little ranch hour before during the announcements, but the sun is out, field is still wet, but it's still a good day for soccer.
And Matt, what do you think the keys are to today's game?
Campbell needs to just continue what they've been doing. They need to keep attacking, keep getting to their dominant players in Josue Soto and Richard Jada and Vince Petrasso. They needed to continue the momentum they got from Thursday night, defeating Belmont 7-1. And Jacksonville just, needs to play their game as well. They need to keep the ball on the ground. Both teams are possession style teams. They love keeping the ball on the ground. And I think Jacksonville needs to play to their strengths. Strengths using their height on set pieces. And also their skill.
How much do you think the wet field will play in this game today?
It might play a big deal in this game today. A lot of mistakes can be made on a wet field, especially over on that right sideline near the benches of both teams. Really muddy over there. Be hard to attack up that right side.
Sebastian Lindholm will take the corner kick for Jacksonville.
But I think both teams will just go on with the game. The sun is out. It's a championship match.
Sebastian Lindholm that time for Jacksonville in the corner kick. And a nice job by Aaron Johnson getting into the crowd and knocking that one away.
Aaron Johnson, Defensive Player of the Year in the Atlantic Sun this year. Extremely gifted goalkeeper. Named all conference all 4 years. Although only standing at 5'9", he's got great feet, great reaction time, and a true leader.
Jacksonville will throw it in on the far side. Gets it in the box, and a shot attempt is wide. Aaron Johnson will take the goal kick. That was Christian Lawson for Jacksonville on that shot attempt.
You might see some new numbers out there today. Number 7, Stefan Runeman. Originally number 7 is wearing number 29 in the midfield for Jacksonville today. And originally number 5, Nerden Rustic, is a center back, is wearing number 28.
And how much do you think this slow field, with it being wet, will slow down a much quicker Campbell team?
It'll slow them down a little bit, but I think Campbell just needs to play to their strengths. They're a very good possessive team. But this is a championship match. I don't think teams will complain about the weather, the field conditions. I think they'll continue to try to play their games. But I look for both teams to try to limit mistakes.
Nice defensive effort by the Camels and Austin Skakel. Josue Soto with the ball. But a nice job by Jonathan Jackson. Camels will get a throw in on the near side. Austin Skakel will throw it in. Campbell a perfect 10-0 in Atlantic Sun play.
9-0 in the regular season. Currently on a 12-game winning streak.
Pat Danford trying to get the ball to Josue Soto.
It's been a bit sloppy in the
intercepted
first
by
half.
Jackson.
Field conditions are taking the toll a little bit. Both teams have some nerves.
Both teams look a little bit slow so far in the early going.
It's expected in a championship game. Both teams want that prize, a NCAA automatic bid. The next 5 minutes, I hope to see both teams settle down a little bit.
Aaron Johnson will take the goal kick for the Camels.
Jacksonville's giving Campbell a little bit of problems. Already 2 shots compared to Campbell's 0.
And Richard Jota trying to get it over to Josue Soto, but Sanchez comes out and retrieves it. Jonathan Jackson for the Dolphins gets over to Safi. A nice pass that time by Jackson, but Steven Ayuga for the Camels does a nice job defensively, getting it over to Madrid.
Madrid, a key part in Campbell's defense. Holding midfielder. Played nearly every minute of the season. Captain.
Shot attempt that time by Jacksonville and Sebastian Lindholm, but Aaron Johnson doing a nice job of making the save. And right now, Jacksonville doing a nice job offensively,
Save to Aaron Johnson.
getting a couple shot attempts.
Looks like Jacksonville's going with 3 forwards tonight. Jonathan Jackson on
Jackson
left.
fouls Jota that time. The ASUN Player of the Year, Richard Jota. And Josue Soto will get a left foot into this one on the free kick.
Richard Jota had a big game against the Belmont Bruins. 2 goals and 1 assist.
Soto gets it into the box. Goalie comes out, Sanchez. But it goes over the end line. And Josue Soto will take the corner kick. 0-0 our score. Soto gets it in. Nice play by the Jacksonville defense that time of clearing it out. The Camels will throw it in on the near side. Austin Skakel will throw it in. Gets it out to Jason Keever. Skakel out to Freeborn. Jacksonville on the attack. A nice pass by Jacksonville and a goal for the Dolphins. Ramak Naikan Safi with a goal for the Dolphins. And all of a sudden, the Dolphins take the lead just 11:35 into this match.
Only the 2nd goal against Aaron Johnson in the last 8 matches.
The Jacksonville goal scored by number 11.
Camels look to be
Ramon
really affected by this soft field and wet field.
It's really limiting what they can do speed-wise. But you can't count the Camels out. We've seen all tournament teams score right away in the first 10, 15 minutes of a game. Camels just need to settle down. This happened last year in the championship match. Jacksonville scored in the first 20 minutes of the match. And Camels actually last year came back and defeated Jacksonville in penalty kicks. Still a lot more game to be played.
Freeborn tries to get it to Keever that time, but a nice job by Jacksonville defensively, and they throw it in on the far side. Campbell just looks a little bit sluggish here early on in this match.
I don't know if it's nerves. They've taken for granted the game they played on Thursday, beating Belmont 7-1. But hopefully they can recuperate, get back to their style of play.
The Dolphins have done an excellent job offensively so far. 4 shots compared to just none for the Camels. Jacksonville really limiting
Doing
the
a
Campbell
great
forwards right now. Really haven't had any touches at all. Forwards Kiever and Vince Petrasso.
The forwards for Jacksonville are doing a great job coming back to the ball, checking to it, laying it off, making nice diagonal runs behind the Campbell defense.
Austin Skakel trying to get it to Petrasso. But again, the Jacksonville defense there, and Skakel will throw it in to Petrasso. Madrid over to Freeborn to Soto. Soto gets tackled just outside the box, no call.
Great tackle there by Nerden Rustic. Wearing number 28 today at center back. I like to see Soto take a hit with his right foot. I think he was looking to cut it back to his left on top of the box. Rustic able to get a good tackle in.
Looking for Jason Kiever in the corner. Jacksonville defense is there. And a very nice play. That time by Rustic. The Dolphins will throw it in. High kick called that time on Josue Soto.
Camels came out sluggish first 15 minutes of the game. Jacksonville came out ready to play, fired up.
One to nothing Dolphins. Just under 29 minutes to go left in this first period. Soto to Petrasso. And the Camels will throw it in on the near side. Skakel will throw it in, trying to get it to Petrasso. And a foul on Philip Maynor that time. Soto will take the free kick with his left foot.
Soto's very dangerous in this position with his left foot. Great ball in. Oh.
And a header attempted that time.
Looked to be headed out by Jacksonville.
And
Soto will have
the
another
Camels
corner
will
kick.
take the corner kick once again. Josue Soto. Again for the Camels. Trying to curve it in. And is cleared out. But the Camels control it. Richard Jada gets fouled inside the box. And the Camels will have a shot right here inside the box with a penalty kick.
What great control there by Richard Jada. Was able to get it on his chest, turn with his head. Jacksonville really had no other option but to foul Jada in the box.
And it looks like Josue Soto will take it for the Camels.
Josue Soto, a very good penalty kick taker.
Richard Jada doing a nice job of controlling that inside the box for the Camels. And what do you look for Soto to do on this penalty kick? And he scores! on the far side of the goal to tie this thing up.
What a great job by the Camels. Came out sluggish the first 15 minutes of the game. We're able to make an opportunity count. Still has no
Josue
shots
Soto.
on the board.
That is Soto's 6th goal of the season.
Number 10, Josue Soto, his 6th goal of the year.
And Soto was part of that first team all-conference.
Seven.
Soto, as a freshman, was also the freshman of the year in the Atlantic Sun. A beautiful penalty kick taker. Reads the goalie before he takes it.
And Campbell looks like they are getting some momentum back on their side. Vince Petrasso.
The momentum has seemed to be swung to the Camels now.
Pat Danford shoots, and a nice defensive effort that time by Oliver Klingenstein. And Sanchez will pick it up for the Dolphins. So 1-1, very entertaining game so far after about 19 minutes of play. Jonathan Jackson doing a nice job for Jacksonville, trying to get it inside, but the Campbell defense there. Justin Madrid will clear it out for the Camels.
Great job by the Camels getting back into this game. Richard Jada, player of the year, making something happen as usual.
And remember, the winner of this match will get the automatic berth into the NCAA tournament.
A little sloppy over there on the right side. Field conditions aren't so well.
A lot of rain here in the Buies Creek area over the last couple of days. Rain throughout the night.
Very fortunate to play this game today at 3 o'clock. In the morning hours, afternoon hours, sun came out, the wind was blowing. Helped dry up the field a little bit.
A nice job by Ryan Freeborn of the Camels to get that thing out of there. Richard Jada trying to cut up the Jacksonville defense. And a foul called on Richard Jada that time.
Jonathan Jackson was able to get in there pretty well. Stop Jada.
Here in the early going, Jonathan Jackson looks to be the best player on the field.
Small, quick, been here for 3 years. All left-footed player from Houston, Texas.
Jackson with the ball now. Splits the Campbell defense. Austin Skakel does a nice job, though, of preventing Jackson from getting farther. One to one here in this Atlantic Sun Championship.
Soto trying to chip the keeper there. Joey Sanchez was
well out of the box that time. But the shot was wide. Ben York in the game for the Camels for the first time today.
sophomore from High Point, North Carolina.
Sanchez will boot it high in the air towards midfield. And Jonathan Jackson again is there to receive that pass. And a nice job again by the Campbell defense. And Josue Soto will look to get something started. Gets it to Vince Petrasso. Petrasso over to Madrid. And back to Steven Ayuga.
Campbells are looking to regroup here a little bit, settle down, get back in their positions.
Looking for Pat Danford that time, but Rustic is there defensively for the Dolphins.
Game has been back and forth thus far, Ryan. It seems like Campbell has some momentum. Jacksonville's right back on the attack, and so forth.
Jacksonville looking to get it inside again, but the Camels defensively do a nice job. Vince Petrasso, the very speedy Vince Petrasso, trying to get into the open field.
Great play by Rusick there. Ball lifted up in the air, was able to head it back to his keeper. Very safe play.
Both teams look to be settling down just a bit after a little bit of a sluggish start.
I look for the Campbell to start using Vince Petrasso a bit more, getting this to his feet, be able to use the speed. Very dynamic player up at forward. Seems to be playing the only forward today. Campbells are starting with four backs, two defensive midfielders, three midfielders in front of the two defensive, and only one up top today. A lot of the players are interchanging.
Jacksonville looks to be setting something up offensively.
Play has been pretty high paced thus far. Looks as the players are a little bit tired. Settled the game down a little bit.
Shot attempt that time by Patrick Rundio. Aaron Johnson has no trouble retrieving that one.
Patrick Rundio, the save to Aaron Johnson.
And Johnson will boot it away.
A lot of penalty kicks been offered within this tournament. Two of them were last night when Campbell played Belmont. Two were given. Campbell was able to convert on one of them. And maybe the most exciting game of the tournament, Belmont versus Stetson. Game decided in the second overtime on a penalty kick.
Things starting to get a little more physical as this game goes along.
You expect this in a championship match. Both teams playing for the automatic bid. Most likely no team will get an at-large berth in the NCAA tournament.
The Camels do, however, have the better shot at getting an at-large bid with their record. The Dolphins here today, most likely their final match unless they were to win.
Campbell's win today could host an NCAA tournament game. First ever tournament game hosted here by Campbell.
A little more than 18 minutes to play. It is 1-1 here in the Atlantic Sun final. Jacksonville with an early goal But the Camels answered right back on a penalty kick by Josue Soto.
That right side of the field's really caused some players some problems over there.
Great job of passing that time by the Dolphins, but a nice job of Vince Petrasso for the Camels. Richard Jada gets it off to Petrasso. Petrasso looking for Danford. Danford on the near side. Gets it to Skakel. And it will be Jacksonville's ball. Foul by Austin Skakel.
Great individual effort there by Austin Skakel. Double teamed by Jacksonville defenders. Able to put on some nifty moves. However, it was called for a foul.
Klingenstein looks to take the free kick. Field really chewed up after a lot of rain in the area the last few days. Made this field really soft. We were down there just before this match started, and it was very wet, especially on the far side near both benches.
Extremely wet, Ryan. A lot of games have been played this past weekend over a 3-day span.
Josue Soto with a nifty move, getting into the box, but a nice job by the Jacksonville defense and Oliver Klingenstein to clear that away.
Campbell looks up the momentum right now. A lot of good things out there on the field.
Kevin Orozco gets fouled by the Jacksonville defender. Just over 15 minutes to play in this opening period. Jacksonville has been impressive, both offensively and defensively, so far in this match.
Josue Soto, very dangerous on these free kicks. Has a great left foot, can swing it into the box. Puts pressure on the goalkeeper. You might look towards Austin Skakel right here to the right side.
Tries to tip it over, and he does, and a goal! And it looks like Richard Jada. And Jada looks like he's going to start a little bit of a celebration. And the Camels get on the board with their second goal of the match.
What a great ball by Josue Soto.
Good ball by Soto, getting it inside the box, and Richard Jada going up and getting ahead on that one.
Really done some damage in this A-Sun tournament. 2 goals last night Thursday night against Belmont. Another crucial goal there, puts the Camels up 2-1.
Beautiful job that time by the Camels.
Been impressed with the Camels thus far. Battled back after an early deficit. And Jada really sparking both goals.
In the 31st minute of the game, the Campbell goal scored by number 9, Richard Jada, his 11th goal of
Again,
the season.
Jada is the A-Sun Player of the Year, a senior.
30-35, Campbell 2, Jacksonville 1.
And that was his 11th goal of the season.
Kind of ironic. In the first matchup of the season, Campbell versus Jacksonville, down at Jacksonville, Jada scored his first goal of the season. Kind of the midpoint of the season. Had only 2 assists the first 8 games, but these last 10 games or so racked up 10 goals and 2 assists.
Austin Skako trying to get free, but the Jacksonville defense doing a nice job. Rustic able to clear it off to Jonathan Jackson. Vince Petrasso doing a nice job getting it out to Justin Madrid. Kyle Proctor in the game for the Camels.
Senior from Temple, Texas. Did some good stuff Thursday night against Belmont. An assist on the night. Coach Hess seems to be rewarding him for his play.
A whistle and a foul. Looks like it will go against the Camels. And a free kick upcoming for the Dolphins.
Stefan Runeman, ranked number 29 today.
Runeman and Maynor there to take the free kick.